Listen well, brother.
I'm listening.
If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.
There can be only one.
I'll answer the question. You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth!
Greetings, one and all, and welcome to Thirsty Thursday here on Mornings of Mischief. I'm your host, Stone Loki. Good morning, everybody. Hopefully you guys are doing well. It's almost the end of the week because it's Thursday. So good morning, everybody. Hope you guys are doing great. Good morning, Henry Gambles, James Dosher, Southern Viking, Project Cambria, Gun Buddy. What is up, guys? Meteor Advocate Timon. What is up? Good morning, everybody. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Everybody over on Rumble, Chris Persia, the Wrench of Wrenches, Jester of Sin. Good morning, gentlemen. Southern Viking, a big shout out to your Muslim uncle in Mother Russia. Ramadan pasts you. Thank you so very much, brother, for that $2 super chat. You guys keep the fires burning bright here in Valhalla. And this one, my friend, is just to you. Starting the morning off with some Spartans. Skull!
Spartans! What is your profession?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Good morning. Good morning. Gun Bunny says, I guess it's cold since Loki is wearing a hat. It is kind of cold in here. So in the summer, it'll probably get a little hot, and you'll see me wearing t-shirts instead of long sleeve shirts and no beanie. So yeah. Good morning. Good morning, guys. Yeah, what a crazy past Couple of months it's been since we found out about all the sweet baby garbage, about all the crap they've been pulling. It's always been there. It never left. You know, a lot of people are like, GamerGate 2.0. It never stopped. We're still in the original GamerGate. It never stopped. These people are nuts. These people are absolutely crazy. Our brother who came out to speak about Sweet Baby Black Condor has gone missing. He's gone into hiding. No word from our good friend Black Condor. He's gone into missing, or he's gone into hiding because, they're after him. They're after him for telling the truth and for calling Makani Peaches. Peaches. I think he's scared. I think he's scared. Good morning, guys. So I'm gonna bring up, let's see. Yeah, justice for Black Condor. Justice for Black Condor. These two hags of these two right here. You got a couple more of them behind them. These two, I don't want to call them women because that's like insulting every other woman on the face of the planet. But these two right here, this is the reason why you're having a lot of this, is these two right here. The woman on the right, Miss Zoe Quinn, slept her way into positive reviews of her work. She was not asked to do this. She was not propositioned. This is something she went out of her way to do. It's why you have the meme 5 guys at Zoe's. 5 guys and fries at Zoe's. So you can look that up yourself. You can look up Zoe Quinn picture shoot. There's all kinds of stuff that's out there that she was very proud of until she had the opportunity to be a victim. Why should that matter? Why did it change, Loki? Why did it go from suddenly being, she's proud of being a whore, because that's what she was doing. She was whoring. Why, really? Yes. Southern Viking, that one, the one with the white hair. Yeah, the one on the right. Her. The one on the, it's my right. So yeah, she did. There are photos. You don't want to go looking for any of that. Wow, Mark. Good morning, my friend. Our rounded out wrench that's always angry, Mark the infinitely tired. And she slept her way to the bottom, which she wasn't really an executive. She was supposed to be a developer, you can look up, that's not white hair, it's so pink. You can go and look up her work, if you want to call it that. Who is a Kronos? What is a Kronos? That's the question I put forth to you today. What is a Kronos? I'm sure it's from the feminists. Joe Dog, stay safe, brother. Stay safe. No tornadoes going on. I get one of those like almost every morning when I was in Mo. So yeah, don't stay safe, brother. Stay safe. These people, if you want to call them that, blame you. They blame you for everything they've done wrong. They blame you for the decisions that they've made. They blame you for the relationships that have gone awry. They blame you for everything. Yeah. And this right here. That right there. not just shamed, encouraged. There are laws against what she did. A lot of laws against what she did. But it's your fault. It's your fault. It's your fault she did what she did. Which she has gone even before the UN, because yes, that picture that I had up, this picture is Anita Sarkeesian and Zoe Quinn at the UN talking to the United Nations about GamerGate and how horrible you all are. That's right. You're horrible. You're horrible people. You're absolutely positively horrible people, especially for liking the games you like and the women you like in your games. Those have to be changed. They have to become as ugly and insufferable as they are. Didn't Miss Quinn ruin a game developer's career, which ended with him self-deleting? What a classy woman. Yes. And this was someone she propositioned. She slept with, that she got canceled. Guys, this isn't just about be careful of the whammons. This is about these women intentionally setting you up because they are nasty, insignificant people that are never going to get anywhere. If you look at the stuff with Anita and bully hunters, have you guys ever heard of bully hunters? Have you guys ever heard of bully hunters? Let's see, bully hunters. You'll love this. So bully hunters, let's see. You know what? We'll go with Polygon. After disastrous first stream. Wow, yes, bullyhunters.org. So as much as I think Polygon's a rag, even Polygon hit the nail on the head. Zoe's not a woman. She's not even human. She's a textbook definition sociopath. Not a lie. That was Zombie Unicorn. Oh, shit. Okay. Brandon Koch, FCB's global chief communicator, told Polygon via email today that the Bully Hunters program has come to an end. What is Bully Hunters? Right? As this effort did not live up to our high standards, we decided to end this program, but hope the conversation is raised around ending harassment in gaming continues. What's this campaign? Bullyhunters.org. What's this campaign? Unanswered questions about the campaign, mainly who was paid and whether the brand partners received any compensation for the role in the initiative. Sole creator of the campaign was FCB Chicago. All other organizations mentioned in the campaign did not provide any kind of financial or formal sponsorship. In most cases, they were just supporting the cause. Steel Series helped connect us with a few gamers and provided some headsets for the live event. That's all. One host was paid, but the other was not. Well, what was this? What was bullyhunters.org? Let's see if they still have bullyhunters.org. Let's see if it's been shut down or not. No.
Important security message. Your computer has...
Nope. And that's what you get for going there. That's what I get for going there. Nonprofit bodies like Diverse Gaming Coalition. Okay, so what the hell was this? What the hell was bullyhunters.org? Bullyhunters.org was a initiative to, yeah, I know, right? Bullyhunters.org was an initiative to catch meanie people in, let's say, Call of Duty, people talking smack, and you'd call them up You'd call them up. Yeah. Well, I'm not on Sparta. So yeah, that's why we don't do Sparta. Going to get a pooter virus just from looking up bullyhunters.org. So you'd call them up when you were treated meanie online, and they would go and hunt down the perpetrator and kill them in the game. What does that mean? It's all a bunch of bullshit. It's all a bunch of bullshit. They were looking for a payday. They wanted to sell merch. It did not work. CSG, yeah, part of it was, whether it was that, whether it was supposed to be all games. So let's say you are playing Call of Duty and someone named Stone Cold Loki took you out and then teabagged you in front of your friends, right? You'd be like, oh no, 1888 bully hunter. Hello, my name is Simpy Chad. My name on my game is Simpy Chad. And someone named Stone Cold Loki just attacked me in Call of Duty and teabagged me in front of my friends. Can you please go and find him and take him out? Yes, sir. What server were you on? I was on server B. And his name's Stone Cold Loki. Do you have an ad handle? Suck my teabag. That's his ad handle. Is kiss my fat white ass. Okay, sir. We're looking into it now. Thank you. And they'd hang up the phone, right? And then they would send one of their professional bully hunters. Really? To take down the meanie teabagger Stone Cold Loki at Kiss My Fat White Ass. So, in a game. So this was what Bully Hunters was all about. This was all encouraged by fucking Rainbow Unicorn, whatever. I hated that bitch. Anita Sarkeesian, Zoe Quinn, all these people were like, we have to be there. It was the stupidest shit, you would ever think you'd ever hear. And it's a dumb video. You can look it up. I might pull up the Teabag McFlirty, right, Kronos? So if you weren't skilled enough to beat a guy that mocked you, you paid money to have a person beat them for you. But they were likely less skilled than the guy because no real gamer would do this. No, exactly. Professional staff. Yeah, nice rack, no brain. So what year was this? This was this was back in like 2017, 2018. So, but this has never stopped. You have to understand something. They just went after it a different way. Instead of trying to fight it head on, they leached themselves onto the gaming industry like a parasite. And to get that parasite off, you literally have to cut off the limb that it's on. It's not as easy as just getting rid of them anymore. See, that's the big thing. So let's talk about, I'm gonna pull this down and I'm gonna put up something else. So let's talk about this. This completely killed a studio. I brought this up yesterday on La Rihanna's channel. I want to show you one of the worst gaming disasters that cost a company $2 billion. $2 billion. $2 billion. Now, wait a minute, Loki. What game cost $2 billion? This was so bad, they had to shutter the studio that made it. Illumination Studios is gone because they made this game and because they tried to take a knee to Western development standards. And this is it right here. This giant piece of shit. It's not Andromeda. Illumination Studios made Final Fantasy 15, which was a mess. It was beautiful, but it was a mess. There was a lot of mess there. And then they went on to make this game. Machni says Forspoken, and it had another organization called Black Girl Gamers involved as well. Sweet Baby Inc. was involved with Forspoken too. This was their attempt to bend the knee and get funding like these other companies were doing. And it killed the studio. It's a $2 billion loss. $2 billion because they tried to bend the knee to Western development. This almost took out Final Fantasy Rebirth. This almost took out Remake because they had to, Square literally had to take Remake and take it away and go in and remake the game. They kept the assets, but the game wasn't functional. It was bloatware. It was vaporware. This is what you get for trusting these people. They don't know how to do the job. They don't know how to tell stories. They don't know what they're doing. And this is who you're trusting. This is who you're trusting. These are the people that are going after gamers for speaking up, speaking their minds and saying, hey, it's not our fault your game sucks. But it is. It's your fault. Let's say it again. It's your fault. That's what they're telling you. Mass Effect Andromeda is your fault. Can't have nice things. Can't have pretty women. Can't have attractive goddesses in games. You must settle for average. Why? Why? Because they're average and they don't want you to be looking at something better than they are. These are toxic women. This is what is causing your issues right here. This is what is causing your issues. These two. Why? Because they're both ugly, nasty, horrible people that hate other women. Why do they hate other women? Because they don't look like them. Zoe Quinn is a nasty fur burger of a person. Anita's not much better. Neither one of them. The ones behind him glaring at him like, yeah, they all are the same. Average, poo-ass chicks that hate the fact that you like to look at hot women in games. Why can't you have it? Why can't you have nice things? Let me show you something. This was forbidden to be released in America. Why? Because it's volleyball. Why? Because it's hot chicks. Why? Because of the jiggle physics. Why? Because they don't want you looking at them. They don't want you seeing them. They don't want you to know this exists because it goes against their narrative. It's okay for the Japanese. It's okay for Japan. It's not okay for you. It's not okay for you because they don't want you looking at attractive women. These are the same women that would cut up your game disc. These are the same women that would take, what are you playing? Let's see. Oh, I got this right here. I want to knock over the Conan sword. You look at Cortana too much. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to cut up your disc. I'm going to go in and I'm going to cut up your discs. You have no right. You know what? Chun-Li on Street Fighter. I don't want you playing that they'd pull this out and they'd videotape cutting it up with a pair of scissors. Why? Because they're nasty ass fucking people that don't want you having fun. You're a loser. How many times did we hear this? Oh, gamers are just losers. Gamers are just POSs. You're such a loser. Why don't you do something, blah, blah, blah. Why don't you do something for me? What have you done for me lately? These are the same women. These are the same women that pull the same shit, that do the exact same thing. This is what happens. This is what you have to deal with. This is why all of this is going on. GamerGate never stopped. GamerGate never stopped. I would probably be canceled for wearing something like this with a hot chick on the front of it. It's a Harley Davidson, sir. Genuine Harley Davidson. Used to wear shit like this all the time when I rode. Why? Because it's got a hot chick on it. As soon as I saw it, I was like, ooh, I love that. It's like the old bomber stuff back in the 50s, you know, while she's riding the bomb on the B-52 bombers, right? How dare you wear such a shirt? There's the same nasty twats that don't want you having any fun. They don't. Because they're nasty and they don't get to have fun. Their lives are full of venom and bullshit and crap and little games they play with people. That's their lives. You should grow up. You should stop playing video games. You need to grow up while they live in high school and are like, I hate that girl because she looks better than me. And she gets all the guys. I hate her. I hate her for it. She gets all the attention. They're still living in high school. They want you to grow up. They have these vendettas against all these other women. They hate them. They want to end them. But they're telling you, you need to grow up because you play a video game. Is playing a video game hurting anybody? Can anybody answer me that? Can anybody answer me that? Is playing a video game hurting anyone? Oh, well, if you're not spending time with your girlfriend, shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear about that. Is playing a game hurting anyone? Can you hurt someone playing a game? Answer me that. Is it hurting anyone? No. No, it's not. No, it's not. Not all women are like this, guys. Not all women are like this. Some women, they got their shit together. They have their shit together. They're not like this. They don't care about this. You're going to get some jealousy every once in a while, but that's just them. That's just something you have to deal with. If you are attracted to women, you understand this. There's going to be a point where they're like a cat about somebody else. That's life. Depends on if you play online, Loki. You know, no one's physically hurting anybody by teabagging them in a video game. If you can't handle dealing with the stress and the BS of going online and playing, don't go online and play. No. I found it to be a giant waste of time when it came to MMOs. And I can't sit there and play a game for 10 hours a day. I can't. I don't know who can. I mean, that's got to be like, how do you sit there and play a game for 10 hours a day? It's like the people that used to hook up the plumbing bag so they could shit and piss while they were playing WoW so they didn't have to get up. They had a catheter hooked up, or they had like the pee thing or whatever the hell it was. It was nasty. It was nasty. so they didn't have to get up, so they could keep playing Warhammer or WoW or whatever the fuck it was. Yeah, that's addiction. If you play a game for 10 hours a day, that is an addiction. Was that real, Loki? Yes, it was. Henry Gambles is laughing his ass off. I'm not shitting you. They had that. Hold on. WoW P Bucket or whatever the hell. World of Warcraft P bag. Whatever it was. His P bottle. Yeah, P bottles. So they had P bottles. They had P bottles, P bags. Top rating guilds force you to poop in a sock. There's all kinds of stuff. Peas in bottle to stay glued to WoW. Net addicts, pee in bottle to stay glued. Yeah, to stay glued to WoW, to stay on. So you can look it up. It is a thing. Oh God, don't Google it. Yeah. It's all there. You can find it. Just like this Anita and Zoe Quinn thing. Whatever you do, don't look up Zoe Quinn adult pictures or anything like that, because yeah, if you don't like what you're watching playing, change the goddamn channel. Darth Arlena, good morning, Arlene. She says, I also appreciate a nice looking male character. There's nothing wrong with either. Apparently, there's nothing wrong with that at all in today's game. You see, like Mortal Kombat, you see any of the games that have come out. They don't care whether a guy's half dressed or not. They don't give a shit. You know, guy with his shirt off, hoo-ah, make him look like Arnold Schwarzenegger. The more the better, right? But a woman has to be fully clothed from head to toe. We are in the day of the shrew. We went back to being in the day of the shrew. These women are shrews. They're nasty. Zoe Quinn should have been locked up. Yes. Yes, Rocky the Black Dragon. She still walks free. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. She did all of that. And she got away with it because of when it happened and how it happened. She used herself. She used her body to get ahead. She decided to do this. She wasn't propositioned. How do you know that, Loki? Because she admitted to all of this. The doxing, she was never doxed. She lied about that. She admitted to that in a court case. A lot of this is worse than the Johnny Depp shit. You know, everybody talks about the Amber Heard, Johnny Depp trial and what she did and what happened and all that. The Zoe Quinn thing was 10 times worse because she had to admit all of this was a lie. She had to admit that the lies she was spreading about her being doxxed, about a lot of the harassment, about the death threats, that it was all lies, that she made the whole thing up. She was gonna get perjured in court. So her lawsuit got swapped around. She tried to sue somebody, and then they turned around and sued her. And all of the shit she had been coming up with was lies. She got caught. She had to admit it. That goes way beyond what happened with Amber Heard, because Amber Heard's never going to admit what she did was wrong. She's never going to admit that she's a liar, that she deceived anybody. She admitted that she was a whore, that she got pissed off, that they were calling her five guys at Zoe's because of the guys she slept with and what she did. This is what this was all about, was about a personal vengeance campaign because she didn't get what she wanted. She gave up her hooch for what she thought was going to be a quick rise up the ladder and fame. She gave it up. She wasn't asked for it. She gave it up. She went into this knowing exactly what she wanted to do. She did it. And when she didn't get the results she wanted, then she started pointing fingers and blaming everyone. And a guy died. A guy died. He self-deleted. He self-deleted because he couldn't deal with it. He lost everything. He lost everything because she did what she did. These women will destroy your life. These women will come after you. It's as simple as that. Guys, I'm telling you, and I'm warning you. You've heard it before. I know you have, because I heard it growing up my entire life. Hell hath no fury. You don't know what you're dealing with until you see it. And even after you see it, you're like, did I really just see what I think I saw? That thing's going off in your head, because you might be attracted to this person. You might be like, man, you know, I like, and then the nasty, the true nastiness peeks its head out. And you're like, maybe she was just having a bad day, because that's how we are. Sometimes we can get shitty when we're having a bad day, and when we're tired, and when we're exhausted, and when we're like, man, I just want to go home and I want to play some beach volleyball with my girls and hang out with my boys and have some fun. Right? After a long, hard day, you're tired, you just want to go home, maybe have a beer, pop open a beer, oh hell yeah, and sit down and play a video game. Be very, very careful when you see the nasty pop up. When you see the true nastiness, because gentlemen, they can treat you exactly, if not worse, than whatever they just went off on. And all it takes is the snap of a finger for them to turn nasty. I fought against this. I did. I tried. I was stupid. I was dumb. I was taking care of this shit that I should have never taken care of in the first place. Should have never invited it into my home. And I had to deal with all the consequences from it. Should have never had it. Should have never had it in my home. This was, over a decade ago. Should have never invited it in. Should have known better. And as soon as the nastiness came out, I should have known it can get worse. And I thought, maybe just bad day. Everybody can get nasty, right? Everybody can get nasty. But when the person that says, I love you and I care about you, continually tries to cancel you, that's not love, guys. That's something all kinds of fucked up. Yeah. Lower B's got it. Bzzz. Lower B's got it. The B's got it. Psychopath, sociopath, whatever you want to call it. When you see them try and manipulate groups and try and weave their way in and out of and control people. Holy shit. Yep, crazy nasty bitches make it hard for normal chicks to find a good man. When you see them weave in and out of groups and just try and like pawn people, I'm going to have them do what I want. I'm going to have you do what I want. And you're going to do this and that. Be careful, gentlemen, because just as you see how manipulative they can be here, and here, they can be just as manipulative with you. And that's what you got to look out for. But Loki, maybe it's worth it. No, the honey pot ain't worth it, bro. No pot of gold at the end of that rainbow is worth dealing with all that bullshit. Mark Gameplay Tired, # blame Kurt. Kurt gets blamed for a lot. Kurt gets blamed for a lot, but I don't think it's his fault this time. I really don't. Pay attention, gentlemen, to what you see and to what you hear. Because as they're doing whatever they're doing over here, they could be doing the exact same shit with you. If you hear your girl, I can't believe that motherfucker does this, this, and this, and blah, 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 and yada, yada, yada. They could be saying the same shit over here about you. And if they don't like what you're doing, and they're like, I'm going to change him. You either accept the person you're with for who they are or get the fuck out. It's that simple. It's that simple. I can change him. I knew when I got here that he liked to play video games and he smoked some pot and he liked to chill after he got home from work. Well, I'm going to run him. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to change him. We're going to go do what I want to as soon as he gets home from work every day. And I'm going to run his ass off and blah, blah, blah. And he's not going to be able to sit there on the couch anymore and do what he wants. Bitch. You knew what I enjoyed to do when you got with me. You knew what my likes and my dislikes were, obviously. So why are you trying to change me now into what you think I should be? Instead of encouraging me to go forth on my path and be a better me, you think you're going to change me into something I'm not. That's your fault. It's not my fault. It's your fault you thought like that in the first place. It's not my fault. Daryl the derelict. Been there, Loki. I tried to help a girl with some stuff when I was young. And after I did, she turned on me like I was a bad guy. Destroyed my trust in women. Yeah, until you live with them. And you've experienced it. That's the problem, isn't it? You have to live with them and you have to experience it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I believe that. Same thing happened to me. We make dumb mistakes. I tried to help somebody. And then it was all thrown in my back of my face and I was the bad guy. And then I did it one more time. And it was all thrown in my face and I was the bad guy. And that's relationships. That's not even regular people. Regular people, that happen all the time. I don't do that shit anymore. I don't. I will help my friends. I will help the people I care about. But I don't go out of my way to try and support somebody or fix their shit. It's their job to fix it. Yeah. One of the things I tell people all the time that are like, Loki, I'm in trouble. This is going on. What do I do? If you're going to run a GoFundMe, only run it once. Why is that? Because you've reached out and you've asked for help. If that was successful and you got what you needed, it's your job to make sure you do not get in that position a second time. That's your job. Your job now that you have received the help you need is to not get in that position again. Have you learned your lesson? Well, 6 months later, I'm back exactly where then you haven't learned your lesson. Why haven't you learned your lesson? Why haven't you figured that out yet? Very rarely will I step out and help people again. Now, if it's like a fucking act of God, yes, obviously. If it's an act of God, oh, my shop was flooded, which has happened, which we did help a very wonderful young lady that runs a tattoo shop once. Try and help her out and get her back on her feet because her shop flooded. We do what we can, but these people don't want you to do good things. They don't want you to be there for other people. They just care about themselves. It's all they care about. When Laura B said psychopaths and sociopaths, that's a fact. Guys, it's not easy. Some of these girls grew up thinking that only they mattered. Nobody else matters. Everyone is there to cater to them. It is sociopaths in the worst way. And they may look normal and they may act normal. And that might be passionate. You might get a lot of passion, but they're nuts. And they only want one thing. And it's not you, it's themselves. That's all they care about is themselves. It's all about them. Sometimes you can help by just being there for a friend as their friend. I've learned that from engaging in such an action and having kind individuals do the same for me. Yes, you can. There are people that will take advantage of you. And those are the people you need to watch out for, that even worse than a princess, because they're sociopaths. I mean, at least a princess can feel things. These people don't feel things unless it's their own self-gratification and their own getting off. They don't care about you. They just care about what you make them feel like. That's all they care about. That's all they feel. How do you spell narcissism? Sociopath with an S. But Loki, I have a type, or learn the difference between a safe place or a person who's actually good for you. My friend had a type. My best friend that I grew up with had a type. I tried to warn him. I did my best. I did my very best. I went over to pick him up, and his roommate answered the door. My friend was in his room banging this chick. She came out laughing about how something was running down her leg. And he was like, I think I'm in love. And I said, you are the dumbest motherfucker I've ever known in my entire life. And even my dad used to joke that when we shared the same brain, I got the good side and he got the bad side. That it was like, you know, the two sides of every Schwartz. He got the dumb side, I got the smart side. But we had the same brain. We thought the same way. He was like, you know, you both are stupid, but at least you have the common sense to blah, blah, blah. Oh, well, thanks, Dad. Thank you so much. And he ended up marrying her. And he ended up having a kid with her. And she ended up being a crack whore. And she ended up having a baby with some crackhead. And he still took care of her. Still does. Absolutely negative, horrible part of his life. A negative in his life, and he still takes care of her. After she cheated on him, after she divorced him, after she slept around, after she got caught doing crack and nasty shit, he still financially supports her. I warned you. And I remember him telling me, because I warned him and I kept warning him. One day he was like, dude, she's a part of my life. And if you're going to be my friend, you're going to have to come to learn to accept the fact that she is a part of my life. And I said, okay. And I stopped warning him. I stopped. But don't you dare think I haven't brought up in the past couple of years exactly what has happened and exactly what I warned him would happen. Why? Because, yeah, you're goddamn right. I'm going to be like, I warned you. And what did you tell me? I told you to stop warning me. I'm like, yeah. And where are you at now? I know. That's why we don't really talk. This is how they want men to be. Pathetic and simping for whores. Right there, I can't say it any better myself. I can't say it any better myself. That is exactly how they want you. Is her name Evelyn? No. And it's so bad that she went on Montel Williams or some shit. I can't remember who it was, whether it was Montel Williams or that other guy. Not the You Are the Father guy, but the other one. The other one. She went on one of those and dragged him and his family and his name and their life through the fucking mud on national fucking TV. That's how bad it was. I'm not kidding. I'm not making that up. Wasn't Montel. Maury Povich. Thank you. Thank you, Mephisto. It was Maury Povich. She went on Maury Povich. She went on the Maury Povich show. And when I found out about this was back when we had a DVR and all that shit, right? I DVR'd that fucking show every day. And I went fast forward through it. I'm being almost asleep. And finally, after like 8 months, I'm like, and I see her, and I'm like, holy shit. And I watched it. I watched the whole thing. And I listened to the bullshit that was coming up. And he came over to get away from her the next night. He came over to get away from her. This is while they were still married. He came over to get away from her. And he sits down. And he's like, you want to smoke some pot? And I was like, yeah, in a minute. But dude, you've got to see this. It's crazy. He's like, what is it, man? And I was like, check this out. And I put it on and he went. And I'm just like, this is while they were still married. They hadn't gotten a divorce yet. This is before I left Houston. This is before I moved up to North Texas. He was embarrassed as fuck. So any opportunity I had to remind him, I warned you, I took. Why? Because she fucking ruined his life. She drug him through the mud. She kept him medicated. It wasn't that she took my friend away from me. It was the fact that she poisoned him and made him into something I couldn't recognize. That's what's fucked up. That's what you got to watch out for, guys. Take it easy, Mock. We're going to be sending everybody over to Mock and he Draws here in just a minute. So what's the point of all this? What's the point of all this, Loki? Why have you brought this up this morning? I don't want to see any guys out there. I don't want to see any of you fall into the same trap as these poor sons of bitches. I want to tell you something. Vagina is never free. No matter what you think. Oh, she's going to come over and we're just going to fuck around. It's never free. It's never just here you go. Have some fun with it. There's always a price. No matter what, there's always a price. Whether you think it's consensual or not, there's always a price to pay. They know this. They are prepared for that. You need to realize before you stick your dick in it that this is what they have planned. This is your future. Yeah, whether you play it or not, go buy Stellar Blade. Have some fun. Have some fun. If you got a PS4 or PS5, order that. It's expensive as fuck. Dead or Alive Extreme 3 Scarlet. It's expensive as all hell, but it's fun. And it's enjoyable. You'll have some fun. And it's got jiggle physics. Can't beat that. Can't get any better than that. Go play a game that doesn't have all this bullshit in it. Let them burn. Let them burn the house down. So many people are like, get the fire extinguishers out and stop these people from doing what they're doing. Let them. You want to talk about a great reset? Let EA go out of business. Let Electronic Arts go out of business. Let Xbox go out of business. Let PlayStation go out of business. Anyone that works with these people, anybody. I don't know how much Nintendo is involved with this shit, but if they are, let them go out of business. You guys remember what happened with Atari, the giant Atari crash because of ET and all that shit? Let them go out of business. Let them go. Let it go. Let it go. Let them have it. and let them run it into the ground. And when they're screaming and they're crying and they're like, help us, look down and say no. It's that simple. Don't buy it. Don't pay for it. If they want to continue going down this road, stop screaming at them to stop and just let them. And don't buy their shit. Loki, I gotta play the latest. I understand. But Loki, I got a channel that I have to stream on 12 hours a day. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. You can do something else. If you can stream a fucking video game for 12 hours a day, you can do other things. Don't support it. It's that simple. Put your money where your mouth is. Square Enix, at the end of the day, had to cut one of its arms off to keep the rot from spreading throughout the body. They went after Final Fantasy 16, these same people, because they would not allow the DEI ESG bullshit to infect it. They said, no, we're going to do this game, and this is the way we're going to do it. Yoshi P would not have any of it. He wouldn't have any of it. This is my game. I'm working on it. Everybody can F off. And because they did that, they went after them. They attacked them. They wanted it canceled. They wanted it gone. If this is the way people are going to run things, let them. Let them run things like this. Let them try. Let them continue to destroy and screw around and find out. And when they try and reach out and say, save us, tell them to kiss your fat white ass. Tell them Stone Cold Loki told me to tell you to kiss my fat white ass. And be done with them. But if you're going to do it, do it. Don't just talk about it. Do it. Some people, they don't have the balls. They don't. They don't have the balls to do it. Product to die. That's it. It's that simple. All this just causes your product to go down the toilet. It's that simple. It was so bad it led to Atari as a consequence maker died. Yes. As a console maker, yes. It destroyed gaming at the time. It destroyed gaming. And Mass Effect Andromeda should have done that. They lied. They spun. They blamed it on crunch. And then crunch became toxic. And you started to see these games made without crunch because we hired Sweet Baby Inc. It's a parasite that once it attaches never wants to leave because it's just sucking money out. And the way they get it to work is brilliant. It is. It really is. You're going to hire us. And we're going to get you a tax break on a game you haven't even made yet. We're going to get you such a big tax break that paying us to do it, it's free money. You're going to make money by paying us to get you a tax break, by hiring us. That's brilliant, right? That's brilliant. You're going to make money. You're not going to spend money. I know what you're thinking. You're like, well, wait a minute. If I have to pay you $1 million to come in and work on this, then I'm losing $1 million. No, because we're going to get you a $5 million tax break because of us. And you're going to get a better interest rate by going through the financing company that we're going to suggest to you. Because if you go through us, we get the better financing option. So in the long run, you'll save $20 million by giving us $1 million. But the game doesn't make anything because now you have this parasite attached to you, leeching all the goodness and all the greatness out of the game. They say that's not what Sweet Baby does, but that's exactly what Sweet Baby does. That's exactly what their consultancy firm does. They convince you that going with us and hiring us will save you money in the long run. When in reality, it's going to kill your studio. And that's exactly what it did to Illumination Studio. That's why Square Enix had to reabsorb Illumination into itself, which cost them $2 billion. The writing's on the wall. EA's done with shit that's outside of its purview. They're going to stick to Madden. They're going to stick to their sports games. They're going to stick to games that directly come from them. They're not going outside of the box anymore. Why? Because they know it's a dead end. They know it's a dead end and it's going to be too controversial. And I guarantee you they're still going to have people that are like, you need to put a woman in Madden. It's time for the first woman to be in Madden. How do you know that, Loki? Because the show is going to have its first woman. And I guarantee you, you're going to see motherfuckers being in that bitch with a ball. That's what you're going to see. You're going to see guys being in them bitches with balls in the game. And it's going to be the new toxic. Oh my God, I can't believe this. You're so mean and you're going to get banned and they're going to take you off of YouTube and they're going to take you off of the Twitch-Twats and they're going to take for showing this video of some bitch getting beamed in the head by a ball because she's playing with boys in Major League Baseball. Just wait. Just wait. Guys, it's been a great Thirsty Thursday. Thank you so much for being here. Everybody take care. Be excellent to each other. Always speak friend and honor. We'll see you on the next one. I can't wait for the weekend review tomorrow with Arwen Avalon and the Rooster Day Bob. Have a great one, everybody, and we'll see you Friday.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.